Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And you can just look at me. Just have a
okay,
conversation.
awesome. So Alejandro Cano, but everyone calls me Alex because it's just easier to say Alejandro. I'm from California. I went to Ocean View Christian Academy, 4 years there, middle school too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Lost started pretty early on in my life. I guess it's like a normal thing, porn also. I just was exposed to it really on. I struggled with it through high school, middle school too, and came to college, and I was still struggling with it. So I became an RA my junior year, and actually my co-RA, his name is Caleb. He's still a part of Dangerous Man. Actually, the second semester junior year, he texted me one day. He was like, "Hey, you want to join this Bible study, right?" So I said yes. We met at the cafeteria of GCU, and we talked about it. And he kind of mentioned like we deal with lust and accountability. And I grew up in church, so I already kind of knew what was going on. Like I wasn't really like scared of it or anything. I was thinking it was gonna be like a Bible study that you go like, you read each chapter and verse by verse. So I wasn't really having high expectations for it. I was definitely not expecting to get this involved um, at that time. But yeah, I came to the first meeting and man, it was just amazing. Everything that I was looking for at that time in my life. Finished that semester, went to the retreat. The retreat was awesome. It was just a great experience with many guys. Um, then summer came and then, it's like, didn't fall back, but it was just like I wasn't really accountable to anyone. But then God put in my heart to be a leader because I feel like one of the things that Dangerous Men is so helpful for people is because you're accountable to them. There's a group of as a community that you're accountable to in the daily. So yeah, it was just amazing. So I felt led by the Holy Spirit when actually my friend Jacob texted me. He was like, "Hey, you want to be a Dangerous Man leader now because you went to retreat?" And I just remember the last semester, and I was just like, I'm scared. I'm actually scared, but I'll go for it. I'll go for it. So I trusted God with that, and I went for it. And I was going into hoping to give the men, the boys, the same thing that I felt the first semester. Uh, give them accountability, give them a community more than anything else, a community that they can be themselves. They don't have to feel shame. They don't have to feel like they have to hide all the time. So I just wanted that, and I went in first semester with Jacob. It was an amazing group. We had amazing people. They went to the retreat, and it was just blast. And then some of those people became leaders in the next semester, so which was awesome. It was just amazing how God was working. Second semester came, and God was moving. God was Jacob and I. We started a new a group, and it became so big that we actually had to split the teams. I mean, the group, not the teams. And I was like, I had like four people, so I was just trying to like look for like two more. And then all of a sudden, like I didn't even look. I actually did a really bad job of like reaching out to people, but God provided the people because people were texting me just saying like, "Hey, I heard that you're leading a Dangerous Man group. Me and my buddy want to join." And I was just like, "Sure." So the group became like a massive group of like 10 people, so it was awesome. But one of the struggles that I encountered in that second semester with that group is I was comparing it to the first semester. I was expecting it to be as good and as open and as close as I was with the first one, and I was not getting it. I was struggling the first week. The first 2 weeks were okay. I was like, okay, it's okay. People are not talking because it's just it's just the second week. Um, but I just a lot of comparison with the first semester, and it got me really bad. Not really bad, but it got me to a place where I was just like not excited anymore about leading, talking to my group. So that's something that I struggled the second semester, and as a leader, I would encourage to like just don't compare the groups because people are different all the time. People change. People have different struggles. So every group has its own identity, its own atmosphere, its own taste in a way. So I would just say to the leaders, just be open, just be praying, just be hoping for the best because God can move even though they're not open. You know, even though you don't feel like they're like sharing as much as they did in the like as they did in the previous group. God still works to the point where I didn't think most of them liked it, but 5 of them said that they want to be leaders next semester. So God was moving even though I wasn't seeing it. My experience with accountability in the context of Dangerous Man is it's not gonna work if you're not honest. Accountability is 100% honesty. God, I won't say that he can't move, but you're restricting him of what he can do in your life and what he can set you free from if you're not honest completely. And I fell into that trap even as a leader sometimes. Because even as a leader, I struggled, you know? So sometimes someone would ask me, my close friend Jacob would ask me, like, how was your week? And I had fallen, but I said it was okay. Later on, of course, I felt bad and felt, how the spirit led me to like confess that I did sin. But I did feel like as a leader, I was supposed to be better and supposed to be like this example to other people. Even when I was not a leader, I with my fighting partner, I was just like, oh yeah, it was fine, because I would see my friend be like, oh, I'm a month in, and I'm good. I haven't lost it. I haven't watched this, watched that, and I just felt like in a way it was like my masculinity just kicking in and being like, you know what, I want to win this. Or it's like I'm good too. So, but I did. The most rewarding thing was when I was honest and open and transparent. Um, because if you're not honest, you can't be set free. When you confess with your mouth, you'll be set free from that. So honesty is everything in Dangerous Man. You don't have to be honest with everyone, just one person. So yeah, that's all I have to say.